I mean, you can hear the fence cracking away and they're just not bothered. So, the Blueface has already come to see me. He's hoping he's getting some cake, but unfortunately I didn't bring any. Good morning, welcome back to the latest Blackmore Farm Life video. Today is the 31st of December and we need to go and move some Swaledale Wether lambs down at the farm at Hareham. We need to move the electric fences and give them a bit more turnips. But before we do that, we had a cow calf a couple of days ago, so I need to get her bedded up and just check on the calf. Had a bit of trouble, but I'll explain it on the when I get to the cow. So this cow calved about 2 days ago, and when the calf was born she loved it that much that she wouldn't let it pass her head to suck. So we had to get her into our calving gate and just suckle it. And one day of that seems to have sorted it now and she seems fairly happy, but we'll keep her separate for a bit longer just to make sure it's feeding okay, and then we'll release it back into the other cows. But Calfie seems fairly happy, running around while I'm bedding him up. So it looks like Swaledales are doing Swaledale things. So the Wether lambs have decided to escape by the looks of it. They are notoriously difficult to keep in the Swaledales behind electric fences. This fence actually has 5 strands on it, and they're still getting out. So yeah. I mean, you can hear the fence cracking away and they're just not bothered. Get on. Hip. Get on, girls. So these are our Wether lambs, which we have down at a different farm on the lower ground. These are essentially male sheep. There is a few of our females in there, but only the small stuff that we won't keep. So all of these are non-breeding sheep. And as you can see, they're not bothered by that fence. Just so you can see that the fence is actually on, and that isn't the reason why they're out. I'll show you what's in it. So it is low voltage because it's on the floor, but it is definitely still working. I mean, it's got 3,500 volts running through it, so it's got a little bit through it. It's normally about 7 when it's not on the floor. Give them a bit more. We're moving them every day. It's been wet and it's a very wet farm in this farm, so we tend to try and move them every day. As you can see, they're sort of just paddling them into the ground if you're not careful. Some of them will get cleaned up, but we don't want to make them eat too many of them because obviously it's not going to be that nice for them. So we'd like to give them a bit of fresh every day. So basically all we're doing is, as I'm walking down this fence, I'm moving it over maybe well, just as far as it'll reach really. Pulling them out as I go along, moving them across a bit, and then as I come back I'll move them over another bit. It just saves slacking the fence off, because if I slack the lines the sheep will just run straight through it. Like, as soon as they see a fence that's not tight, they're just going to be through it. So we're just moving it over, and as I come back I'll move it all the way over. So as you can see, as I've walked down, I've moved it over as far as the tension on the lines would allow me, and then I'm just finishing it off the last little bit. I also tend to run up the field with the quad just to put a line in it, so that one, it gives me a line to sort of follow to, and the other reason is it just knocks down the tops, so that when you put the line sort of in the wheeling, these bottom lines aren't touching. This bottom line is actually not powered. I use this as a ground wire, just because I've had to put extra wires on. I put this one nice and low because they tend to try and go underneath the wire. So if they touch between this wire and this wire, that's going to basically create a circuit. If not, this would just be sparking to the ground and we'd just have no power in the fence. But as you could see earlier on, it still doesn't seem to stop them. I think they're mostly jumping it now. So I just thought I'd quickly show you how much power is going through it now. I've got it all put up. So as you can see, 5 up to 6,000 volts going through that. 6,500 there, 6,700. Now that sounds like a lot, I know, but it's at very low amps, so it's not gonna hurt anybody. Well, it's gonna hurt if you get hold of it, but it's not gonna kill you, put it that way. But it doesn't seem to bother these swells. I just thought I'd quickly show you what they're actually eating. So this is fodder rape. This is our first time really growing this. We have grown it before, but not big acreages. Mostly in mixes as well, but this is a pure stand. And this is what we would normally grow, is stubble turnips. Now, this is a bit bare here because this is where the drill actually ran out. We tend to find that the stubble turnips just seem to have a bit more biomass. The forage rape is good, it's good feed. The sheep love it and they clean it up. They really don't waste much, but you just don't quite get that volume. Now it can grow back than fodder rape, but this time of year you're not going to see a lot of regrowth now. So the blueface has already come to see me. He's up and he's getting some cake, but unfortunately I didn't bring any. We give him a little bit just to keep him going while he's outside. They're not the hardest things, that bluefaces, so you got to look after them a bit more. But yeah, normally when I'm putting a bit of rad on his chest, I do it every few days, I bring him a bit of cake. It just keeps him going. So there's the girls. So these are all to the blueface to make mule yows, which we will keep probably most of them, but we may have a few to sell. We'll see how many we get. So some of you might be spotting the white-faced ones in here. They're actually chiviots, so they still go to the blueface and they'll produce something called a chiviot mule. Everyone has their preferences. We've run chiviot mules before. They do well for us. Maybe not quite as hardy as a swale bred mule, but they're still good. But then, yeah, I guess they give a bit more shape, so it swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? Depends what you want. Right, that's it for today's video. If you've liked it, please give it a like. Please consider subscribing, it really helps us out. And if you want to put a comment, ask us anything, please put a comment down there and we'll try and reply to them all. So thanks again for watching. See you later.